We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the New England Patriots and the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready? 11.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. This defense for the Commanders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can pull all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Burrow will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give Henry another shot. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Cox gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Yeah, that one's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's gonna hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do. but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage, and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend it on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive starts with a completion left side, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, Cox. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, Harder, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here we go. 12.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 11. And they go play action now. Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Cox. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started,
They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Burrow going for it on fourth. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Here's Cox. Going to throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. DJ Reader. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
10 more there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 29, Burrow. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. There goes a loss of They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Patriots. Oh, now Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 13-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Flynn. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Cox now on first down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
11 coming.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway from the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them at the 3rd and 3. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. We had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Play action. It's Burrow rolling to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Burrow on play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 112 yards rushing for the ball game.
Last one makes this a 100-yard night. Love the way he's hit the holes this. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Cox to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Flynn. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Flynn. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions. You're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the delay, here's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him back on the line. There's a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And now here is another interception. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Burrow's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Oh, what a move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's brought down. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Harris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Again, it's Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a bit closer. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cox. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
11.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up, taking it right down Broadway. Oh, no, he lost the football. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. Comeback route and the pass complete to Beckham. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing. Burrow. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 empty. Stop.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jonathan Green running in to pick up the sack.
Somebody certainly had a big game. That sack didn't play on the splash of his pick six before. You noticed the way to be making big plays. They're a great individual effort today.
To throw, Burrow. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington is going to win the football game. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the penalty, it's Henry. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Henry again on 2nd down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Cox from the gun on 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here we go.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So a victory here for the Commanders. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all